Hello, we are going to do the second version of 12 days of quarantine. First day is a 1-minute Buddha squat. So let's go. 1-minute Buddha squat. Legs out, knees track in line with your second toe. Shoulders over your hips. And start to bring your focus to your breath. Super important that you bring your focus to your breath. This is just a really amazing way to warm up your legs, inner adductors. You can always challenge it more by lifting a heel, alternating lifting heels, both heels lifted, hands at heart, cactus arms, hands behind your head, squat lower. It's not important to tuck your tailbone under, but more important to pull into your pelvic floor so your navel engages and pulls into your spine. Focus on your Ujjayi breath, as the breath will definitely keep you in this pose for the time frame. And at any time you need to come out of it for whatever reason, because since this is the first day, it means we're going to do 12 total, and I want you to be able to walk tomorrow. Find your arm position, find your leg position, sit a little bit lower if you're able, come up a little bit if you can't sit lower. It's all good. One more breath as you start to come into star pose. Reach your arms up. Walk your feet toward each other. Big inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, step it back and come into downward facing dog. Just to play with your first down dog here. And the second day of quarantine is going to be forearm plank. We're going to start on our right forearm. Well, you can start whatever form you want. And you're coming into side plank. And we're going to hold the side plank for 30 seconds. You can lift your left arm up. You can take your hand to your hip. You can drop your right shin. You can stay with your right hip on the ground. Really, so many different variations. Lift your right ear off of your right shoulder if you feel you're caving your head down. And most important, root down whatever's on the ground and lift up whatever's not. Pull your belly in. Find a lateral from your elbow all the way to your knee. Switch sides. Take it onto the other forearm. Set yourself up. Again, you can come on the outer edge of the bottom foot. It's going to increase the intensity by a ton. But remember, since this is the second day of quarantine, you will be doing this 11 times through your practice. Stay focused on your breath. 10 more seconds will take us right back into our Buddha squat. So you'll learn how it goes the more and more we practice it. Good. Take your right forearm back to the mat. Find your downward facing dog. Hop your feet to your hands. Walk your feet out. Come into your Buddha squat. And it's the first day of quarantine. Lift your heels or not. It's so easy to go easy. It's so difficult to stay with an intensity. It's your choice. It's your quarantine. Shoulders back. Pull your belly and your ribs in. Ooh, my legs are on fire. This is a good time to play your own music, to get to some music that you really enjoy, that you can push yourself through this. If I played music on the video, it just doesn't sound as good. So I'm giving you all the opportunity to find whatever music you like that kicks your booty. Sit a little bit lower. We're almost there. Lift your heels if you haven't yet, just to feel it. Woo! Hello. I love the ending of our Buddha squat. It's always a star pose. Star pose, reach your arms up, turn your feet back in, bring it back together, forward fold over your legs. Half lift on your inhale, exhale, come back to your downward facing dog. So on the third day, we're going to lift our right leg up. Bring our knee into the nose, scoop the belly, and step your right foot forward. Sweep your arms up, come into Crescent Lunge. Just touch the pose. Bring your palms together, take your hands to the mat, move through a vinyasa, high plank, low plank. Back bend on your inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg up on your in-breath. Bring your knee in, scoop your belly, step your left foot forward. Crescent lunge, take your arms up. Touch the pose, sink low. Bring your hands back to the mat, left leg back, high plank, low plank. Cobra upward dog, downward facing dog. So we're gonna repeat it 2 more times as this is the 3rd day of quarantine. Right knee into your chest, scoop your belly, step your right foot forward. Sweep your arms up, crescent lunge. Exhale, take your hands to the mat, step your right leg back, and vinyasa out. Make sure the back bend feels good in your body. Take your time, left leg up. Bring your left foot forward, right heel stays off the ground. Sweep your arms up, crescent lunge. Just enough time to get some good feel in your legs. Hands back to the mat, step your left leg back, high plank. You can always drop to your knees on your low plank. Back bend on your inhale, downward facing dog. Right leg up, right leg in forward, push into the mat, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat, right leg steps back, high plank, low plank. Cobra upward dog, downward facing dog. Left leg up on your inhale. Bring your left foot forward, crescent lunge, take your arms up. Good, hands to the mat, stepping back, high plank, low plank. Come into your back bend, and exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. Look between your hands, and gently step or flow your feet to the front. Right into your Buddha squat. Oh, not Buddha squat. Let's take that back. Right into your side plank. So we're going to take the right forearm to the mat, elbow even, and find your side plank. So I got confused. It happens. Shoulders into your back, pull your belly and your ribs in, ear off your shoulder. 30 seconds is not terrible. You can always modify taking your hip all the way to the ground. Build some strength here. Find yourself wanting to come out of the pose, yet don't. And notice how much strength you build. Right shoulder needs to be deep into your back. Switch sides. Left forearm onto the mat. Right arm up. Shoulder into your back. Always belly in. Oh, those good deep breaths right into the space that you need it. Fill it up. Ear off your shoulder. All these little cues that make the pose so much better for you. Good, one more full breath. Take your right hand back to the mat. Take your hands, both hands to the mat. Lift your hips, down dog. Good, look between your hands, hop your feet to your hands. Buddha squat, first day of quarantine. 1, 2, 3, go. As always, I can always give you some other things to do while we're in the Buddha squat. So you can literally take your arms in for maybe this variation and just do some chest press. Or you can bring your arms up for upper back. Depends on what you need. Remember that your Buddha squat is only as hard as you make it. So if you were here, this is going to be a heck of a lot easier than if you sat. Move your inner knees more away from the midline. So your knee tracks your second toe, moves towards baby toe side of your foot. Fire up your fingers, jazz hands, and breathe. Oh yeah, we're working down to those last few seconds, still a little bit lower. Yes, you can. Pull your belly in, lift your heels. Find it. This is amazing for you. Trust me. Star pose. We like star pose. Walk your feet back in. Exhale, forward fold over your legs. Lift your heels and come into a squat. We're coming into a 4th day of quarantine. It's a boat pose. Boat pose for 1 minute. So we're going to find boat. Now listen to me. Boat can be so easily modified. You can take your heels to the mat. You can take your hands to the mat. Your shoulders need to be at a diagonal of your hips. So your back is a nice or straight instead of a dump into your lower back. Palms open. For the more intense, legs are straight. Spread your toes. Have your gaze be even with your toenails. Pull your shoulders into your back. Lift your chin slightly. Lots of things you can do in boat. This could get pretty boring since this is number 4 of the quarantine, the 12 days. And that means we're gonna, how many are we gonna do? 8 of them throughout. So I would maybe throw in a half boat, twisted boat. And no matter what, you're gonna do it for a minute every time. So play a little bit. I'll throw in some variations for you to follow me. Last couple breaths. Hug in your belly, most important. Use your core. All right, good work, everybody. Cross your ankles. Roll over onto your hands and your knees. Come into your downward facing dog. Right leg up on your inhale. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Exhale, take your hands to the mat. Right leg back. Vinyasa, or you can skip it if you need to. Left leg up on your inhale. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left leg back. Either vinyasa or simply stay in your down dog. So you always have the chance and the opportunity to skip it if you need to, a little break. Right leg up, second time. Right foot forward. Heel stays off the mat, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat, right leg back, vinyasa it out. Knees are really good. Shoulders back, heart up. Left leg up. Left leg forward. Heel off the mat, back heel and sweep. Palms together, hands, bring it into your vinyasa. Downward facing dog. One more time, right leg up. Right leg forward, left heel off the mat, sweep it up. Hands to the mat, vinyasa. Left leg up. Crescent lunge takes you up. Hands to the mat. Left leg back. High, low, back bend, down dog. Cat tilted plank. Right forearm on the mat. Side plank. Whole purpose of side plank is to root whatever's on the ground and to lift whatever's not. Shoulder into your back. Your hand can come behind your back and go up and over your ear for an extended variation. Find what works. You're definitely going to get some arm shake here. It's hard not to. Take one more breath. We'll switch sides. Good. Slowly bring it to the other side. Bring your forearm onto the mat. Roll onto your left forearm and reach it up. Bottom hip up. Forearm on the ground. Shoulder squeeze into your back. So you really want to feel that squeeze of your thoracic. Ear off your shoulder. Spread open your fingers. The drishti is key. Will help keep you focused and in the right place. Awesome. Take your hand back to the mat. Find your downward facing dog. Hop your feet outside your baby fingers. Find your Buddha squat as you come up. And nice work, everybody. Shoulders down your back. Put your belly and your ribs in. Sit low. Buddha squat, goddess pose. Whoever came up with this one. Breathe in and out through your nose. Keep your lips sealed. Not easy to do, but so good for internal build of your heat. Yeah, when your legs start to shake like quiver crazy, you can easily come out of the squat, give yourself a breather, and then get right back in as soon as you can. It's 60 seconds every time. 12 days of quarantine. Coming off of my 12 days of Christmas yoga that I've been doing for probably the last 10 years. And I loved building on. I loved doing them. I didn't write them down, so I don't have them, any of them from the past, so I get to make them all up again, which gives me something to do. All right, start pose. Reach up. Walk your feet back in. Excelente. Forward fold over your legs. Half lift on your inhale. Good. Lift your heels and come into a squat. Come into what we call reverse table pose. This one, I'm going to give you 2 options because it's not going to be for everybody. The first option. So you're going to we're only going to do it 5 times because it's the 5th day. So you're going to take your hands onto the mat. You're going to lift your hips. This is a reverse table. So you can literally stay here for the whole time that I cue. Or you can take a toe tap with the opposite arm. Now, to get this, you have to lean to the opposite side. So I'm going to lift my left leg. I have to lean to my left side to be able to grab my foot. If I don't and I lean to my right, I would not be able to do it. So it's tap. And once you do it a couple times, I promise you it's easier. Another option is to drop your hips down, come back up, and do your 5 reverse tables into your sit drop. Nice. Last 2. Whatever you decided, awesome. And last one, and guess what? It takes us right into our boat pose. Wow, was that ever nice. So find your boat, 1 minute. I like the hands behind my head. It helps protect my neck. It's actually harder to get back up with your hands behind your head rather than your arms above your head. Give it a try. Stay in boat. Remember, you can twist your boat, tap your fingertips to the mat. You can also take single leg boats. One heel touches, other heel touches. You can also do double. Yeah, by the time this practice is over, you're going to learn all kinds of things to do in the boat because I'm going to keep coming up with them. You can bring your knees in, extend them out. You can stick with just one of those or do all of them. So this is day 4. Almost there. Excelente. And cross your ankles. Roll over onto your hands and your knees. Take it into your down dog. Right leg up on your inhale. Crescent lunge takes you up. Reach it. Take your hands to the mat. Vinyasa. Crescent lunge on your left leg. Hug your legs in. Find distance between your feet to get a good crescent lunge. We're only doing 3. Vinyasa. Right leg. Crescent. Sweeps. Hands down. Vinyasa. Left leg up. Bring it in. Reach up. Vinyasa. Excellent job, guys. Everybody's doing amazing. Stay with me. Take a break if you need to. Pause if you want to come back later. Pretty soon it's gonna be an automatic for you. Just gonna go right into it. Crescent lunge reaches up. Hands to your heart. Vinyasa. And downward facing dog. Cancel to your plank. Right forearm onto the mat. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. And find your side plank. Good work. How's everybody doing? Get a little towel, sweat. Take it to the other side. Root your arm strong into the ground. This is really important. You can isometrically pull your left shoulder into your back body. Left ear off of your shoulder. Spread your fingers. Just good energy. Good, last breath. And take your hand back to the mat. Come into downward facing dog. Hop your feet outside your fingers. Buddha squat, come up. So, good job. We are already coming into the 6th day. Guess what the 6th day is? It's your halfway mark. Lift your heels. Come on, you got this. How you doing? Good. Good. Good sweat. Malena. Super good sweat. If you have a heater in your house and portable, you can put it in a smaller room. I got a humidifier going just because I love the heat. I love to sweat and I miss it so bad since my True Fusion is closed. until they reopen. I just try to get at least a couple sweaty practices in. So I suggest you do the same, especially if you are used to the True Fusion classes with me. Good, one more breath. Can you sit lower? And then star pose takes you up. Walk your feet back in. Big stretch up, exhale, forward fold over your legs. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, come to the top of a push-up. So coming into a box, you're gonna bring your right knee to your right wrist, hike it up to your armpit, over to your left armpit, down to your left wrist. That's one. Right wrist, right armpit, left wrist. Right wrist, right armpit, left wrist. Guess what? You're done with the right leg. Left leg up, stay in plank. Left wrist, left armpit, right wrist. Left wrist, left armpit, right wrist. Left wrist, left armpit, right wrist. Beautiful, set it down. Cross your ankles. Coming into the 5th day of Christmas, or your reverse planks. Take your hands onto the mat. So remember, we're only going to do 5. So you can stay here, or you can go for the opposite toe taps. With the toe taps, it's 2 legs counts as 1 rep. So that's 4, and that's 5. Right into our boat, 1 minute. Find it, shoulders back. So what's gonna happen is your form's gonna start to deteriorate as your body starts to get tired. So modify your boat. Sit tall, shoulders back. Feel your core. It doesn't take much to feel your core in a boat pose. Even if your feet are down or your hands are down, this right here, I totally feel my core. So remember, you can do that. Stay with your breath. I'm just gonna try this complete static boat pose for this particular day in the sequence. And I'm already shaking like a crazy person, which is super good. Waking up the neuromuscular system, which everybody needs to, some way or the other. Yeah, it's quarantine stuff. 5th day of quarantine, or is this the 4th day? All right, good job. Cross your ankles, roll over on your hands and your knees. Find your table pose, or find your down dog. That was 4th day. Lift your right leg up. Take your right foot forward, crescent lunge, reach your arms up. Take your hands to the mat, step your right leg back. Vinyasa. Remember, you can skip your vinyasas, people. All right, because this is starting to get really intense, and I understand if you need a break. But I like to make it challenging for everybody, for all levels. Second, crescent lunge. Reach your arms up. Pick your hands down. Vinyasa. Keep moving. Hopefully you got some good jams on. After you do it a couple times, you don't need all my cues. Just your motivation to keep you going. This is number 3. This is the 3rd day of quarantine. You're acing it. Left leg, foot, reach. Perfect. Good. Vinyasa. Back bend. Right forearm onto the mat. Side plank. Let's do it. Ten more seconds, we switch sides. Good thing I didn't decide to do a minute. We'll roll to the other side. Glistening with sweat, my friends. Glistening with sweat. Dripping, dripping, dripping. So awesome. Freaking love it. Lift your bottom hip. Lift your bottom oblique. We have just a few seconds left. Yes, what's this going to take us to? Day one. Day one of quarantine. Take your hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Hop your feet outside your baby fingers. Take it into your Buddha squat. Ready, set, markers, go. Another one we could do. Yeah, you could just pulse it out. Heels up, pulse it out. That's a little cray-cray right now. I'm not too happy about that pulse right now. No way. Whew, but I thought I'd throw it in there. Stay with me. Breathe into it. I'm telling you right now, this is where your yoga starts. When you want to come out of it, when you want to quit, when you want to say, turn off that video. I'm going out and grabbing something to drink, like a cocktail. Save that cocktail for after the practice, when you can finish the whole thing. Not necessarily a cocktail. Not everybody likes cocktails. But some reward to yourself for such an amazing attitude and energy and intensity, whatever you bring into this. Couple more seconds. Start pose takes us up. Walk your feet back in. 7th day of Christmas quarantine. Eagle pose. Bring your right arm underneath your left. Soften your knees and take your right thigh and cross it over your left. Squeeze your thighs, hook your right foot behind your left calf. Establish your eagle pose first. The big squeeze. Elbows to the left, knees to the right, to line your elbows and your knees up. The 7th day, you're going to open it up, tap your toe, and then come back to eagle. Tap, come back to eagle, squat. You should be able to squat each time, lower and lower. Each time. If you want more of a challenge, you kick your leg out, don't touch the floor, and you come back. 3 more. Maybe only 2 more. I lost count. No big deal. What's it gonna matter, right? Last one. Fly your eagle away. Bye-bye. And bring your hands at your heart. Bring your arms back up. Left arm underneath right. Squeeze your arms. Find the squeeze, the resistance. Soften your knees, left thigh over right thigh. Squeeze your thighs. Hook your foot. If that's not available, knees to the left, torso to the right. Line it up. You're gonna fly it away. Open it up for 1. Open it up. Breathe it. Squeeze your thighs and your forearms every single time they connect. Here's 6, 5, 6. Never been a good counter. And last one. Bye-bye, eagle. Fly, fly, fly away. Take your hands to your heart. Amazing. Come all the way down to your seat. Reverse. So here we go. We're going to go back to here. Drop your hips, or back to toe taps for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice. Just come all the way back down and find boat pose. Shoulders back, feet up. Look at your toes. I think so. We got to make up for the squares that I forgot, but no problem there. You know what? We're going to skip the squares. A little bonus for you all. So this is actually the 4th day of quarantine. See, I'm so used to doing Christmas. Quarantine's got to start to flow out of my mouth. Guess what? I forgot to set the timer. We're going to go for 30 more seconds. Feel stuff cracking on now. Pull your belly in. I'm going to do a couple half boats. 5, 4, 2, and you've got it. Cross your ankles. Roll over on your hands and your knees. Downward facing dog. Right leg up. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. Sweeps them up. You know what to do. Vinyasa. Sweep. Vinyasa. Second. Left leg, second one, crescent. Take it down, vinyasa. Last one. Not forever, just for this particular, even though we're kind of wishing it was the last one. Left leg, got it, crescent. Third day, that's how you remember how many we doing. Good, vinyasa. All right, down dog. Cancel to your plank. Forearm, right forearm. Hey, if anybody wants to challenge themselves into a full plank, go for it. Full side plank. Hand can come onto the mat, absolutely. Left leg can lift. You can tap. So many different ways to express what you have. Your energy, your power, your will. Whew. All right, make the switch. Whatever you did on the first side, do it on this side. Again, pay attention to your neck. If it's not feeling the best, you gotta move your head, because your head controls where your neck feels. Root to rise, guys. Push down. High rise up with your hips, with your obliques. Left ear off shoulder. Spread your fingers. Okay, hand back to the mat. Downward facing dog. We're gonna hop our feet right outside our baby fingers and find our Buddha squat. I've got the timer going. All right, now I'm literally dripping. I feel, because it's raining outside, I feel like I'm getting a little shower from the rain, except it's not cool. It's very warm. But it's great. I'm gonna sit even lower. Why? Because you can. Breathe. Ooh, that's a good one, the diaphragmatic breath. Have you ever done that? Try it. Your diaphragm just pumping all whatever you don't need out. Heels up, maybe. Heels down. Sit low. We got lucky. We got to skip the wrist, armpit. Yeah, not this next one. All right, start pose. Walk your feet back in. All right, palms at your heart center. Right leg's your lead leg. Left leg back, warrior three. So warrior three is not a pose that everybody can get right away. So what I want to suggest is I want you to take your big toe to the mat of your back leg. That way, you're going to be able to work on your flat spine, crown of the head reaches towards the front wall, and you still can feel the strength you build in your standing leg. And when you're ready, you can float your left leg up without lowering your chest or lifting your chest. So remember, warrior three is about a line from your shoulder to your hip, and then your hip stacked right over your ankle. Good. Take one more breath. Good. And as you slowly bring your fingertips to the mat and step your left foot back, use your core and raise your arms all the way up. Just give a big stretch here. Take your hands to your heart center and let's do it. Other side. Float your right foot back. Again, I'm going to work this first one just to feel how low I can get with my shoulders, even with my hips. And notice when do I feel that I'm able to lift my foot off the ground. So as I start to lift my foot up, I want to make sure my hips, two headlights pointing straight down into the earth. Everybody, hands back to the mat. Set your foot back to the mat. Nice, and press down through your feet and raise your arms all the way up. Big stretch. That was day 8. 7, right arm underneath. Soften your knees. We're just going right into it. Fine eagle, squeeze it. Fly it away. That's 1. Fly it away. You got to squat here. You got to squeeze your thighs. You got to squeeze your forearms. This is a shoulder opener. This is a hip opener. This is 5. This is 6. This is 7. Hands together at your heart. Take a breath. Bring it down. Arms up. Left arm underneath right. Left thigh over right thigh. Squeeze. Open it up. Fly. Cross it. Open. You got to go low on your eagle. You can straighten it up when you fly it, but you got to go low. If you can hook your hands each time, do. Otherwise, close as you can. You'll get there one day. This is the last one. Fly it away. Bye-bye. And bring your hands at your heart. All right, day 6. Here's where we come to the plank. Step it back. Top of a push-up. Right elbow. Right knee, right wrist. Right armpit, left wrist. Keep going. All right, done with that one. Left knee, wrist, armpit, wrist, armpit, wrist, armpit, wrist, and awesome job. Set it down. Number 5, reverse table. Quick towel off. Whew. Let's go. You can go here. You want another variation, you can bring your hips in between your hands. That works your core. If any of you have done my 7 rights video, this is one of them. Good, last one. Boat pose. Let's go. Any boat you like. I'm going to say how many falling boats to full boats I can do in a minute. And I'm not trying to rush it. Just focus on my breath. The inhale takes me back. The exhale takes me forward. Stay focused on the breath. Let it lead the way, which is what your yoga is about. The ujjayi sound in the back of your throat. Little constriction. Find that ocean wave, ocean sound. Ocean sounds pretty good right now. Remember the breath. This is day what? 4. Gotta remind myself, good job. Cross your ankles. Back onto your hands and your knees. Find your crescent lunge, right leg up. Set your right foot forward. Come up, crescent. Take your hands down. High, low. Good. Back bend. Down dog. Left leg up. Crescent. Reach it. High, low plank. That was the second one. Last one. Last one. Cat tilt to your plank. Right forearm. I promise you, you're on the downhill. We've already done 8. So 9, 10, 11, and 12 are so doable. So if you want to quit, I get it, but don't. Don't quit. Stay with me. Switch it. Seriously. I got the 8 ones, hard ones out of the way. Lift your bottom hip. Lift your leg, whatever you want to lift. Find your gaze, your drishti. Spread your fingers. Bring your right forearm back to the mat. Good, take your hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Hop your feet outside your fingers. Malasana, or baka, what am I saying? I'm telling you what's next is what I'm doing. 1 minute, goddess pose. You kind of wonder sometimes, like, you never really realize how long a minute is when you hold something. How about a little shoulder stretch? Oh, yeah, baby. Squeeze them. Yeah, that feels so good. Yeah, we're doing this for the rest of the goddess poses. We need the shoulder stretch. Yes. Lift your heels. Lift them. Come on. Yeah. Now star pose. Yes. Walk your feet in. Malasana squat. Or crow for you diehards out there. 30 seconds. This should feel amazing. Crow, go for it. 30 seconds. It's timed to the second. Number 9. 9 days of quarantine. Good, last couple seconds. Excellent. Forward fold over your legs. Walk your feet together. Press down through your feet. Raise your arms all the way up. Big stretch. Good. All right, you gotta help me out. I'm starting to lose it here. What's 8? No problem. You guys probably know it. I'm gonna look at my little notes. All right, we're on our warrior 3. Yes, we are. Hands at your heart. Left leg back. Warrior 3. 30 seconds. If you notice, the second time you do anything in any of these, it's going to be easier than the first time. You gotta have to engage more of your back leg. That is helpful. Lift your right side of the belly in more so that you can feel your right hip come down so your left hip evens with your right hip. That's the whole purpose of your warrior 3. One more breath. Take your fingertips to the mat. Set your left foot down. Good. Press your hands. Come all the way up. Palms together through your heart. Push down through your left foot. Right leg back. So the tendency is so normal for you to open up your hip. I sometimes like to bring my fingertips to the ground, look back at my right foot, and make sure that it's perfectly level. And then notice how much core I have to utilize to stay with this flat back. Yeah, one of the hardest poses in yoga in my book, without a doubt. 30 seconds is approximately 3 breaths. Take one more breath in. Really great. And then set your right foot back down to the mat. Soften your knees and just come all the way up to stand. Reach your arms up. Right arm underneath left. Right thigh over left. Soften your knees. And let's go. Fly. 1. Low. 2. Low. You got it. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your forearms. 5. 6. Fly it away. Palms together to your heart. Tadasana. Arms up. Left arm underneath right. Squeeze. Soften your knees. Left thigh over right thigh. Squeeze your thighs. And fly. You got it. Hands down to your heart. and palms open up. So that was day 7. 6, elbow, I just keep saying that. Knee, wrist, armpit, armpit, wrist. You can do these fast. Good. Switch, wrist, armpit. Nice. Set it down. 5, reverse table. Lift it up. Find your pleasure. Boat. You want to break from boat? You can come all the way down and find half boat and hold it. That's no break though. That's actually harder than full boat. Breathe. Notice how your legs want to come down. Straighten and lift them. Feel them. Come on. You know where we are? We've already done 9. We only have 10, 11, and 12 left. I know that sounds like a lot, and it is the longest part of the practice because we got to go all the way back down. But I'm going to give you a little treat going back down. I'm going to minimize some of them just to keep you here because I know it's tough. But I know you can do it. And if you want to do the whole thing, you can. It's perfect. Just going to cut out a couple little things. That's all. Shoulders back, heart up. Pull your belly in. Lift your breasts up. Yeah, nipples to the sky. Oh, yeah. One more breath. Boat it out. Don't fall on your boat. Don't rock your boat. Actually, those are all good poses. Cross your ankles. Roll over into your hands and your knees. That was number 4, I believe. Yeah. All right. Huh? All right, right leg up. Crescent lunge. Guess what? We're holding it for 30 seconds. 30-second crescent lunge. Yes. Oh, yeah. No vinyasa. Just crescent lunge. Feel your legs. Not like we really need to feel our legs because we've already felt our legs in our Buddha squat. But guess what? Buddha squat next time around is only 30 seconds. I just looked at the clock and I realized how long this class is. And this will be the longest class record-wise as far as my classes go. So I'm going to cut you some slack. All right, switch legs. However you want to do it. 30 more seconds. Left leg's the lead leg. Shoulders down your back. Pull your belly and your ribs in. Gaze up, forward, or down. Find where your body or where you feel it works. Move your back thigh up. So that inner thigh lifts up, moves back, up and back. Feel the power. Hug. Drop your left hip more. Find your quad parallel, knee and hip even. Yeah, last full breath. Shoulders down your back. You got this. Hands to the mat. Left leg back. Right forearm onto the floor. Side plank. Yes. Come on, some of you, I want you to show off. I want you to do something hard in your side plank. Maybe your elbow to your knee. Time for the second side. One more breath, you've got this. And bring your hands back to the mat. Downward facing dog. Hop your feet outside your hands. 30 seconds. Did you hear me? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Oh, breeze. Easy breezy, get low. 30 seconds, half the time of the last 9 times we did it. Because we're about to go to day 10. So this is the 9th Buddha squat. Congratulations. 10 more seconds. Lift your heels, both of them. Yeah. Squeeze your shoulders into your back. Pull your belly and your ribs in. Take a quick little shoulder stretch. And star pose, reaches it up. Walk your feet back in. Camel. 30-second camel. I want you to realize that in your camel pose, your hands are on your booty, right underneath your pelvic bones. Your feet are hip width apart, shoulders in your back. This is camel. You don't have to go any further. Some of you that have more flexibility, you can go further. Slide your hands down your booty. Grab your feet, shoulders back. 30 seconds. You're already 10 in. Find your pose. I'm telling you right now, you don't even have to look up. You can keep your shoulders back, get the shoulder loop, and get the stretch of your core. Get the back bend. Get the upper thoracic to engage, to work on your flexibility. Last full breath in. And slowly use your core. Put your hands back on your pelvis. And everybody sit and take a recovery couple breaths. I have not offered a child's pose, because I feel like if you need one, you're going to take one. So if you have to go through a whole day of the sequence, get what you need. Take what you need. That was 10, all right? So 9 is Malasana squat. So Malasana squat, 30 seconds. Ardha crow. You pick, starts the clock. Feels amazing on the lower back and your hips. It's a good time to regroup, re-energize. Stay with that sound in the back of your throat. 10 more seconds. Crowers, I'm telling you, you might not think you have the energy. I promise you, if you tried it, you would be able to do it. All right, day 9, done. Take your hands to the mat. Take it back into downward facing dog. Bring your right knee to, are we up? We're in eagle. I think we're in warrior 3. Palms together, left leg back. Let's go. Arms can open, arms can come back. Most importantly, square your hips. Bring your foot next to your right foot. Use your core, come up. Hands at your heart. Nice, second one. So big toe to the mat, that's just a good way to start. Fingertips to the mat. You can look back at your foot, lift your foot up, get your back flat, pull your core in. This is so much of your core and your standing leg. Breathe. Spread your toes, point them, flex them, do whatever feels good. Full breath in, full breath out. Take your fingertips back to the mat, bring your foot next to the other foot, roll one vertebrae at a time, come all the way up. Eagle, reach your arms up. Right arm underneath left, squeeze your arms. Right thigh over left thigh, squeeze your thighs. Sit low, fly it away. You got it. Open it up. Arms up, left arm underneath right. Soften your knees. Cross your left thigh. Fly it. And you're bye-bye. Hands to your heart. Come down. Beautiful. 6. Back, right, knee, wrist, armpit, armpit, wrist. Switch. You got it. Down. Table. Come up. You know what's getting me through this? That there's only 2 more days. Boat pose. You want a little change? You can come down and do a little cycle legs. Seriously, this is core. How do you want to work your core? Yeah. How do you want to work it? That's what you should do. Work your core. You want to come into boat? You want to come and do a couple cycles? Be creative. Yeah, and then it won't get so monotonous. You got to keep it exciting. Hopefully you're still playing those good tunes. Find your cadence of breath. Boat pose. I'm going to finish it since that's where we started. Do whatever you need to do. Last 10 seconds. Shoulders back. Lift your gaze. Heart up. Really good. And then everybody, cross your ankles. Roll over on your hands and your knees. Come into your down dog. Right leg up. Right leg forward. Crescent lunge. Takes you up. Have fun with this one. Feel the power. Feel the energy in the earth. Yeah, if it's so much, just straighten your leg. That'll take the power out of your quad. But guess what? You are so close to being done. Ready to switch it? Switch it out. Crescent lunge. Sink low into your left hip. Hug your left foot into the mat and towards your right foot. Right heel straight above your toes. Lift your right thigh. Sink your left hip. It's a constant. You can't ever let that go. Let it go out of your mind or it goes out of your body. You gotta find these ways to keep you in it. When you want to quit, hands to the mat. Right forearm to the mat, side plank. Sing, cuss, sweat. Know that this is so good for you. Switch. Hi, are you breathing? We're almost there. Come back to your hands. Down dog. All right. We're going to do some frog kicks. We did this on the first one. We're only going 5, forward and back. No Buddha squat. Let's go. And modified, Marlena will show you, it's a walk. The walk is actually harder than the hop. And the hop you have to land so light that you don't hear yourself. Once you get to your hands, come all the way down to your seat. We're on day 11. Cross your right ankle on top of your left quad. You get 30 seconds of a break right now. 30 seconds to find whatever hip stretch works for you. So you can come to prone pigeon, you can come to supine pigeon. It's a great way to connect, reconnect to your breath, but breathe into the space where you feel the stretch. Initially, when I was writing this program out, I thought to myself, okay, we'll do hip stretch and we'll do some abdominal curls with it. And I decided that might be a little too much, because guarantee you all, you're working every part of your body you can. Switch legs. Oh, that feels so good. You didn't want to give it up, I know. Find your pose. 30 more seconds. It's approximately 3 breaths. This is 11, day 11. That means we go down 2 more times. That's it. 2 more times. What does that tell me? It tells me that we've got this. Day 10 is camel, but I want you to do whatever back bend you like or feels good in your body. So it could be a wheel pose, it could be bridge, it could be camel, it could be bow. If you're not familiar with any of those, no worries. And slowly take your knees into your chest and find whatever back bend you want to go for the next 30 seconds. So I started you off with camel, so I'll continue there, but find whatever you need. 30 seconds and go. If you get your hands to your feet, the fingers on the inside, thumbs on the outside, pull on your feet. Pull your pelvis forward. That just helps. Gives your belly a great stretch. Squeeze your shoulders into your back. One more breath. Bring your hands back to your pelvis. If you're in your camel, you have to support your back to come out. Sit back onto your feet and take a couple recovery breaths. Back bends are intense. Increases so much stimulation internally. So we want to give us that time to regroup. Good, we're on 9. Malasana. Squat. Or crow. I'm gonna do crow. What the heck, friends? What the heck? Squeeze. This is so easy. Why is this so easy? I'll tell you why it's easier than it would be if you normally don't get into crow. It's because your body's so warmed up. Last breath. Hands to the mat, feet to the mat. Forward fold. Press down through your feet. You want to start here. Shoot your left leg back. Warrior 3. Lift your body to where you're in this L shape. From your head to your tailbone, from your tailbone to your ankle. Stack your hip. Lift your left leg with the inner thigh. Root strongly into the inner edge of your right foot. Pull your belly and your ribs in. Open your arms out. Especially if you have a wall there, it helps you balance. Bring your palms back to your heart if you left it. Take your fingertips back to the mat. Set your left foot down. Reach your right leg up. Find your warrior 3. So know how easy it is to open up your hip. Square your hips. Hands to your heart. Arms out to the side. You might think it's easier to drop down your body, which it is. The hardest part is to get that spine parallel to the floor and to the ceiling. One more breath. Hands back to the mat. Bring your foot back. One vertebrae at a time. Roll all the way up. Eagle. Raise your arms up. Right arm underneath left. Soften your knees right there over left thigh. 7 taps. Fly it away. Tap. Fly it away. Fly. Fly. Feel like an eagle yet? Yes. Fly. Woo. Second side. Fly. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, eagle. That was your second to last time with eagles. Yes. Come on. Right knee, right wrist, armpit. Got it. Reverse table. You can also do a kick up. You don't even have to tap your feet. Oh, good thing I tell you now. I just thought of it. Or drop. 3, 2, and 1, boat. God, how perfect is that? Just works right into it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I love it. I love it. Ooh. Good core. Breathe. How you feel, guys? How you feel, Marlena?
Good.
Are you so excited we're almost done?
Yes.
Holy moly. What were we thinking? Seriously. It's okay. I challenged her. She accepted it. She's wanting to probably choke me right now. It's okay. She's still my friend. Last 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Yes! Roll over on your hands and your knees. Right leg forward, crescent lunge. Just touch it. We're just going to touch it. Clap our hands. Come down. Switch it. Left leg. Come up. Clap. See, I want her to be my friend again. And forearm plank. 30 seconds. Marlena, this is the second last time you have to do this.
I was just thinking that.
Okay, good. Switch time. What great form you have.
Learn from the best.
Shoulder squeeze, spread your fingers. If you guys are with us right now from the beginning, I commend you. Whoa. So super good. Because you could quit. Guess what the easiest thing to do in anything you do? Quit. It's the easiest thing to do. What's the hardest thing to do? Especially if it's challenging. Finish. Start what you finish. Isn't that a way of life? Yeah. Last breath. Good. Bring your hand back to the mat. Downward facing dog. Hop your feet outside your fingers. Come back. Hop it out. Come back. Bring it. Come back. One more. Nice. Feet at your hands. We start the very last progression. So this was my question to myself. What do I do? My last quarantines, I did a pigeon. So I thought, maybe I'll do an inversion. Happy baby. I like that, right? So I'm going to give you a choice. I'm going to cue 30 seconds to the right, 30 seconds to the left if you want to do a twist, or we're going to do a happy baby, or any other inversion of your choice for 1 minute. It's the only time you're going to do this. So do what you want, do what you can, do what feels good. Let's go. I'm going to do a handstand. 1 minute starts now. Go. For those of you, just in case you're not sure what happy baby is, a couple variations of happy baby is, so you can take your legs and open them up. You can actually just stay here. You can bring your hands inside your legs. You can take your hands on the outer edges of your feet. You can grab your big toes. You can grab your hands on the outside of your hamstrings and feel this, because this is a really great way because your shoulders stay relaxed on the floor. You are 40 seconds into your inversion. I'm sorry, 20 seconds into your inversion. So you have 30 seconds left. Find what works, find a wall, push the floor away. During the quarantine, 2 weeks ago, I started doing a handstand, and I did a wall handstand for 1 minute. This is every single day. And then the second week, I did 2-minute handstand. And then this past week, only 3 days, but I did a 3-minute handstand. You talk about intense. I'm telling you what, you can do anything you want. You just got to build up to it. There's no rush. It's always a journey. All right, we're still on our back, so go on your back if you left your back and find your thread the needle with your right ankle on top of your left quad. This should feel really good, especially if you did an inversion, to settle it in, settle your spine, open up your hips, spread your toes. It's going to be a way to ignite more out of the hip. It's an external opening, out of rotation. Good time to catch your breath, especially if you did a challenging inversion. You know, if you're in happy baby, you're feeling pretty good right now. And you're probably like, I don't want to do any more, but that's okay, because switch legs, because this is it. This is the last time we go through. And after you get done with this, you are going to probably run around your block with your arms up, shaking your arms, going, yay, I did it. Just kidding, but you're going to feel good, let me tell you that. You might not feel good right away, but give yourself a few minutes, you'll feel amazing. All right, good job. Thread the needle is gone, it's kind of sad. All right, back bend of your choice, 30 seconds. I'm going to do bow just because I need to be on my belly. So 30 seconds of camel, wheel, bow. Bow is grabbing your feet, plus we haven't done really any quad stretch, so another way to get that in. You have to use your quads if you're going to do the bow pose. It's a quad-driven pose. You got to kick your feet into your hands to your feet, and find your breath here. You're already 20 seconds in. Camels, find it, back benders, feet parallel. Get what you need, last breath, finish it off, and slowly bring it down. Bring your hands back to the mat. Use your core, come all the way back up. Take your feet to the mat. You're going right back into our warrior 3. So the right foot's the rooted leg, the left leg comes up, palms, hands at your heart center. Remember the key components here. Core strong, flat back, strong right leg. You can bend your knee, both knees. That's perfectly fine. Crown of the head reaches to the front of the room. Gaze is in front of your foot. And take your fingertips back to the mat, left foot back to the mat, right foot comes up. Remember, you can start with the big toe on the mat and then find your balance. Hands at your heart. Lead with your right inner thigh. 10 seconds in. More belly, hug it in. More right leg, hug the muscles. Find the inner edge of your left foot on the ground. Last cycle of breath. Set your foot back to the mat, hands to the mat. One vertebrae at a time. Use your core and your legs. Come all the way up. Eagle pose, reach your arms up. Right arm underneath left. Soften your knees. Right there over left side, squeeze. Fly it away. Come on, the lowest eagle you can get. It's the last set. Good, switch it. Hands together at your heart. Palms face down. Did I forget something? Okay, arms up. Left arm underneath right. Who cares at this point? Left thigh over right thigh. And fly. Come back. Fly. Seven. Bye-bye. Hands at your heart. Palms open up. Come all the way down. 6. Do you think of it?
Was it both?
Nope. Plank. Right knee. Choo, 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 choo. Let's go. Remember this one? Of course you do. This is 5 golden rings. Boat. The house of boat. Last boat. When's the next time you think you'll do a boat?
That for a while. Tomorrow.
Okay, the dogs are waking up. They're going to start barking. We're going to say, just in a little bit, boys. Yeah, what a life they had. They slept through this whole thing. Really? I want to be a dog. No, I don't. No, I really don't. Yep, here they come. Cry, cry, cry. We might even let them in. No, they'll lick our sweat. They love salty sweat. I've got my timer on. We are 20 seconds left of our last boat. Okay, half boat, full boat, half boat, full boat. Choo-choo. Last 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Cross your ankles, roll over on your hands and your knees. Crescent lunge. Hug, sweep. 1 full breath, reach. Oh, that felt so good. Switch it out. Hug, reach. We are so heavy right now. Forearm, 30-second plank. You know we have to end with Buddha squat. We just have to. Ten more seconds. Breathe it. Switch it. As soon as you're finished, you know how appreciative I am that you came to this practice and did it with me. It's especially when after you conquered the first one, which I got a lot of comments on how hard and how much everybody loved it, which of course made me do this one. Slowly take your hand to the mat. Good, downward facing dog. Hop your feet outside your fingers. Find your Buddha squat. Let's go. Oh, I just remember what we forgot.
Oh,
Malasana, Bakasana. I knew there was one.
yeah.
It's okay though. It's okay. I'm human, right? You're human. We're all human. This is it, guys. So what I was saying is at the end of the video, make sure you subscribe to my page if you haven't already, and make sure you message me with any comments. Nice comments. There might be some mean ones, I know. I can handle it. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Lift your heels. Come on, we're almost done. This is it. And you are going to take a nice long shavasana. Maybe you're just going to go on your couch and watch a movie or watch TV, and that'll be your shavasana. It doesn't matter. Just know what you just did. You are 15 seconds away from finishing this Buddha squat. And I challenge every one of you to go lower, to get your hips even with your knees. Look down if you have to and see it. If your heels are off the ground, take your heels down, then lift them back up. 5, 4, pull your belly in. For the last time tonight or today, star pose. Namaste. Thank you.